Hello everyone, welcome to a Movie Matthew video. This is a very different spot than where I'm usually filming, but today I'm doing a collection video for you guys. Let's just jump straight into it, shall we, because this is going to be a long one. Guys, this is very different, it's going to be long, quite a few Blu-rays, and I'm now sat on the floor. So yeah, things are changing on the Movie Matthew channel. I'm going to have to do awkward turns for each movie. I think I'm in shot. You're not here to see me anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, the first one, it's a great start by the way. And it's a controversial start. First of all, no movie in my entire collection I actually dislike. I have to really like one for it to be in my collection. It's kind of like a exclusive club of movies, of only movies I like. No crap that you see people collect, just collect for the sake of collecting. That's not me, I collect them if I like them. But this one is a controversial one to like, I guess. Some people don't like it, but it is The Lorax. No problems with The Lorax. I think The Lorax is great fun. It's a great family film and great voice cast, all-star voice cast. And the story of it, you know, it's great. Is it similar to the Dr. Seuss book? That's the problem people have with it. But as a movie, if you're just taking it as a movie, it's enjoyable. It actually packs a bit of emotion. It's fun. It's just fun. That's all it is. It's a family film with a great message. Another cartoon film, animated film anyway, the Lego Movie, another one, shocked everyone of how good it was. It blew everyone out of the water. No one was expecting this to be good, but it was. Colourful, fun, hilarious. If you haven't seen it, gotta watch it. It's one of the best animated films in recent memory. Alright, completely switching up the genres here. Yeah, they're not in order by the way, not in order at all. Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. Great performance from him. And it's a great film, it's great fun, it's like an epic film. I enjoy it. It's one of my favourite Tom Cruise films. It's fun, exciting, and has many memorable moments. The Nice Guys. Speaking of fun, I've said that word far too much already, but this is fun. It's very funny. A very underrated performance from Ryan Gosling. A very underrated movie. Not many people talk about this. Didn't do amazing at the box office, but it deserves some respect. It's very good. It's a great buddy cop film. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. Who would have thought their chemistry would be so good? It is. And guys, I can tell anyone who has never seen this film, please watch it. It's a movie anyone would enjoy. Nightcrawler. Obviously this has to be in the collection. It's an absolute masterful film. Jake Gyllenhaal robbed of an Oscar nomination for this. What a psychopath he plays. One of the best psychopaths I've seen in film. And it's one of the best performances I've seen in recent memory. Jake Gyllenhaal's an extremely underrated actor. And in this film he really blows everyone out of the water. Brilliant performance from him. Great screenplay, all filmed at night, very eerie, very exciting. It's just a fantastic overall film. If you haven't seen it again, please do. Every movie in my collection, I implore anyone to watch all of them because I love them, so maybe you guys might love them too. Obviously Man of Steel, this is another Blu-ray. Could get it in 4K, but do I like it that much? Not that much, but I do really enjoy it. I have good times with this. Henry Cavill's a great Superman, and this has flaws, but it does have a lot more positives than negatives. I do really enjoy it. The cast is brilliant as well, and yeah, I just have a great time with it. It's a fun movie, it's rewatchable. Zack Snyder's he did a great job with it. As we already know, he did great with the Snyder Cut as well. Great director overall. Speaking of great directors, the man who directed Interstellar. I'm very conscious you can't see these. Yeah, that's better. Interstellar. What a film this is. Sci-fi, thriller, just brilliant. One of Matthew McConaughey's best ever performances. The guy is brilliant in this. This is the only real Christopher Nolan film I can think of that packs some sort of emotion. He's not amazing at that, but in this he smashes it. The ending I wish hit me a bit more, but it doesn't. But that's okay. Still very enjoyable. Great twists towards the end. Just good in it. It's Christopher Nolan, of course, it's going to be good. One of my favourite James Bond films, if not my favourite, you probably already know what it's going to be. Casino Royale. This is a very old copy. I need to get the 4K of this, definitely. It's a very good film. It's the first film starring Daniel Craig, and what a James Bond he is. Very serious, and the action in this is thrilling from start to finish. It's relentless, great villain. It's an overall great classic James Bond film that will be hard to top in my opinion. Blood Diamond. This is another film not loads of people talk about, but they should. It's a very, very underrated film. Leonardo DiCaprio is brilliant in this, as he always is in everything. It's exciting. It packs a huge emotional punch as well, but it has everything I enjoy about film. It's paced beautifully, the direction's gorgeous, the screenplay is brilliant, and it's just a very, very good film. And yeah, I really, really enjoy this one. Another underrated film, we've got a few underrated films here. Steven Spielberg, amazing director, everyone loves his films, but one that does fly under the radar for me is this one. It's Catch Me If You Can, starring Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. Frank Abagnale was played by Leonardo DiCaprio, and based on a true story. It's pretty wild. It's cool. Basically, the fucking, what is it called, man? The name of the movie, Catch Me If You Can. Why is my mind gone so blank? Whatever, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean. That basically sums up the whole film. It's just intense. Tom Hanks keeps getting mugged off by Leonardo DiCaprio, but how many times can you keep going before it all catches up with you? It's a great film, guys. Love that one. Prisoners. What a thriller this is. Hugh Jackman's performance in this is criminally underrated. He is absolutely brilliant in this. The grief in his face, the anger he shows, the pain, the suffering, the guy conveys it so well in this performance. Jake Gyllenhaal again obviously is good. He's a great director, one of the best actors working today in my opinion. And Hugh Jackman is too. Hugh Jackman's fucking brilliant, and this film is just good in it. Paul Dano as well is also good. A very troubled guy in it. You don't really know what's wrong with him. And guys, it's just a good film. If you haven't seen Prisoners, what are you doing? You've got to. Great ending as well. The Hurt Locker. I love war films, and war films don't really get as good as this. It's brilliant. It's fucking awesome. The best thing about this film for me is how suspenseful it is. So many scenes just drag on, but not drag on in a bad way. They drag on like to add suspense, and the suspense built in this film is so big. It keeps you on the edge of your seat basically throughout. It has some intense suspenseful sequence followed up by another intense suspenseful sequence. Then it just carries on and on and on. This film's relentless. Jeremy Renner's very good in this. I love Jeremy Renner. And yeah, guys, it's just a good film. It's just a good film. The reason why it's not my favourite war film is just because I love war films, and there's so many better ones on this list, in this collection. But that is one I really enjoy. I would put it in my top 10 war films, probably. I need to do a video on that. Let me know if you guys want to see that, because I love war films. Avatar, the forgotten movie really. No one really cares about Avatar anymore. It blew up, somehow made $2 billion at the box office, and more than that. And I don't know how, but it did. And to be honest, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful film. The motion capture works brilliant. The direction's obviously good. It's James Cameron. He's brilliant. And I actually have fun watching this. It's actually my girlfriend's favourite ever film, which is a very bold statement. I won't go that far, but it's good. I like Avatar. It's enjoyable, and when she wants to watch it, I'll watch it. The whole world is so beautiful, and he's set it up so well. It doesn't surprise me he's making more. I just wish he didn't leave it so long. You know, this came out in 2009. You know, like, what have you been doing all this time? Why are you only bringing out the second one now when people have basically forgotten about it? It's confusing, it's weird, and people don't like this film because James Cameron is such a talented director and he's made so many good films. People are thinking, just make another film for one we're actually going to enjoy, one that's original and new, like the Terminator was, you know. But he's very, very, very adamant he wants to do Avatar movies, and you can't blame him if he feels like that's the way forward. I have to let him off, won't we? Gladiator, my favourite Ridley Scott film, my favourite Russell Crowe performance, one of my favourite films. It's an epic film. It's just good, in it. Revenge thriller. Young Joaquin Phoenix is brilliant in this as well. It just has everything really for me. I love this film. It's action-packed, non-stop, entertaining. Just an overall amazing film. I mean, surely everyone who's going to watch this video has seen this. If you haven't, what are you doing? Gonna say that a lot. Snatch. Guy Ritchie smashes this one. This is actually my favourite Brad Pitt performance, and Brad Pitt's one of my favourite actors of all time. That's Jason Statham. It has everyone. It's a great movie. It's hilarious, and it's just fun. It's a fun film. It's got a great ending as well. It basically has everything. It's a classic, and I absolutely love this film. Love it. It's hard to understand the Irish accents at times, but apart from that, it's very good. Some people actually have to watch it with subtitles. It's that strong, the accent that Brad Pitt puts on. LA Confidential, another one I believe is underrated. I think this is absolutely brilliant. Who's the main guy? I keep forgetting his name. Guy Pearce, the main character in this, with Russell Crowe and Kevin Spacey. Those three were just smashing it, particularly in the 90s when this movie came out. And this film I never even really heard of it before I watched it, but I don't know why, because it's so good. I don't understand how this isn't like a classic. It's got an insane cult following, because it's a very good film, a mysterious film. You don't really know what's going to happen. The ending is exciting and thrilling. Very good. Had me hooked from start to finish. Very entertaining. Very stupid film coming up, but it's a film I enjoy. It's 4 lines. If you haven't seen it, it's a comedy and it's stupid. Any comedy I like, it's going to be a stupid comedy. One that's just got full-on sick, weird jokes that I just love. I can get on board with those kind of movies, and this one is about 4 guys who want to be terrorists. And it sounds ridiculous, but it's very good. This is when I always forget don't even have his name on the front, man. Don't have his name on. Don't even give him a credit on the packet, man. What's his name? Basically, it's the guy who starred in Sound of Metal, it was a great performance from him as well. He's actually getting Oscar nods at the moment. This is one of the films that really he started getting a bit of traction from, and since this film, he's really just gone better and better. Which is weird, 'cause he started off with this film about 4 terrorists. It's a bit strange. You know, I mean, the back picture kind of shows you like what you're kind of in for. Just absolute morons, really. But yeah, it's a good film, guys. I enjoy it. It's fun. The Departed. This is one of Martin Scorsese's very best films. All-star cast. My favourite in this film is Mark Wahlberg and probably Jack Nicholson as well, but everyone's good. This performance, the movie, the screenplay is ridiculous. The direction is obviously going to be good. It has everything. Shock moments that you never would have seen coming. You can never guess what's going to happen in this film. The ending is shocking. So many moments shocked me in this film. It's just a great film. If you haven't seen it, I need to stop saying that, but if you haven't seen it, what are you doing, I guess? It's amazing. Speaking of amazing, we have Mad Max, George Miller's masterpiece for me. It's the best one he's ever done, and I can't wait for the next one. This is just huge, wide angle, beautiful shots. This film, I can't believe I don't own this in 4K. I need to get that. It's a must, because this film is visually gorgeous. It's beautiful action shots, no shaky cam. This is how action films should be made, and I think it's an absolute masterpiece of a film. What a film. George Miller smashed it so much. John Wick, a film that we kind of thought when it first came out, is it going to be good, is it not? People had the doubts. Keanu Reeves, is he finished now? This brought him right back. This is a very exciting film. Someone killed his dog and he wants revenge. We love revenge, especially me. I love revenge films. I love satisfying films, and this has satisfyingness written all over it. No, it's not a word, but yeah, it does, and it's a great film. I love John Wick. I have great fun with it. Alright, next stack. God, we're not even close to finished, but Despicable Me 2, so I might as well get this. Why is this first one so far down? Both of them. These two are the only two worth owning for me. The first one is my second favourite, actually. That's my favourite. Despicable Me 2 is my favourite one. The Minions are just right in this. They didn't need their own movie. You know, they're overdoing them now, but these two is where they were at their peak. You know, they were funny in this, and the whole storyline with Gru and his stepkids, his adopted kids, amazing. I absolutely love these films. Very, very good. The Disaster Artist, based on the life of a guy who was insane. It's about the movie The Room. Tommy Wiseau, and James Franco plays Tommy Wiseau in this, and his brother plays Greg, and they're great. The performances are great. Everyone's good. Seth Rogen's good. It's just great. It's hilarious, but it doesn't just take the piss out of Tommy Wiseau, which could very easily have been done because the guy's bonkers. But they actually paid respect to the relationship between Tommy and Greg, which I really appreciated. You know, it also had a great drama feel and buddy feel, but also taking the piss a bit because it had to be done. The movie's so bad it needed to take the piss out of it. The end credits are absolutely amazing of this film as well. Some of the best end credits I've seen. It's just a good film. Nothing else can be said other than it's a very good film about an unbelievable story, an unbelievable man. Looper, Rian Johnson's movie. Rian Johnson for me is a very, very good director. Did he kind of screw up The Last Jedi? Yeah, he did. It's a good movie, The Last Jedi, for me. I've actually enjoyed it, but it doesn't fit the trilogy and he really messed it up in that aspect. But the film as a standalone Star Wars film, I actually quite enjoy. But this film I really enjoy as well. Bruce Willis actually had a good performance in recent times, which is mad. Usually now just chases money, you know. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's a great actor as well. I really look forward to his films. I think he's a great actor. This film's just very good. It's got some unbelievable moments. Emily Blunt also great in this. I just think it's very exciting. It's a sci-fi film. It's original. It's different. It's very, very, very good for me. Alright, we have a Christmas film just thrown in the mix here, and it's one of my favourites. It's Elf. Do I really need to mention anything else other than this is fucking amazing, hilarious, one of the best Christmas films ever made. Nothing else really needs to be said. It's just that good. Wonder Woman, I think this is better than Man of Steel. I think this is one of the best films DC have ever made. Gal Gadot, perfect Superwoman. It's a very exciting film. I really enjoy it. I love the character development. The whole first half an hour is just brilliant. The development of Wonder Woman, and then when she's blasting through the wall, oh my god, it's great. Chris Pine's good. What can I say, guys? It's a brilliant, brilliant film. It's one that surprised people too. I love films like that. Jojo Rabbit. I love Jojo Rabbit. Taika Waititi is a director I really enjoy watching. He's very, very funny. He's witty, and he plays Hitler in this film, and he does it so well. Scarlett Johansson's good, and what is his name? That's it, Roman Griffin Davis. God, is he good. What a child performance this is. He's brilliant in this. This film is so good. The relationships built, the development built, the humour, everything about this film is good. It's memorable, and it's one of my favourite films of 2019. It's a great film. Alright, classic incoming, Speed. This is coming out in 4K. I'm going to get that the first day it comes out. What a movie this is. Keanu Reeves smashes this. Sandra Bullock as well is great in this. And this film is just action. Action, action, action. Relentless, non-stop. Doesn't give you a second to breathe. It is insane, and it is everything I love about action films. It's a madness of a film. So over the top and crazy, but it does it so well. It's just brilliant. Dallas Buyers Club. This, actually, I retract my previous statement of saying Matthew McConaughey's best performance was Interstellar. This is. And this is also Jared Leto's best performance for me. This is just masterful acting. The method acting on display in this is unbelievable. It's based on a true story, and this is a movie you must watch if you haven't. I adore this film. It's so good. It's based on a true story. I love movies based on true stories, and it just has everything I enjoy about film. It's just great. The performances carry this film because they're that good, but everything else is brilliant too. The screenplay, the direction. Matthew McConaughey actually won his Oscar for this, and deservedly so. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. Drive. Drive is a very, very entertaining film. Very violent film. Entertaining, unbelievable car chases, car scenes, car getaway scenes. Ryan Gosling, obviously good. I'm a massive fan of his. This is just a good film. It's got a huge cult following. People love this film. Do I love it as much as people do? No, but it's good enough to be my connection, that's for sure. I think it's very, very good. Nonetheless, just not my favourite because all my movies in this collection are so good. Superbad, another one that's just so stupid it's funny. Seth Rogen is brilliant in this. I'm gonna say Seth Rogen's not even in it, but he is. He actually wrote this film, if I am not mistaken. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. But obviously Jonah Hill's brilliant in this. And McLovin. Who plays McLovin? He's kind of gone off the radar now. He's gone off the radar, hasn't he? Michael Cera's in it. He was good too. Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered that name. But he's good in this. This is just a good film. It's funny. It's a typical high school party movie, and it's probably the best ever done. I'm a massive fan of it. I've watched it a million times over. It is brilliant. This is fucking masterful, this film. You wouldn't think that this storyline could be done so well, where he just keeps repeating and repeating the same day over and over again. You think that's going to get tedious, it's going to get boring, it's not going to be good. But they've done it so well, it doesn't even matter. You're watching it and the direction of this is just so good. The screenplay is so good. The performances, Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, obviously going to be so good. The chemistry is brilliant. And it's great. It's action-packed, it's exciting, the ending's so good. I love this film. This film shocked me, it blew me away. Massive, massive fan of this film. And this is seriously a high recommendation from me. If you haven't seen it, you must watch it. Must watch. I don't think enough people saw this. It's amazing. Orphan. I love this. I think this is one of those horror films that people seem to forget, and then you watch it and you think, Jesus, it's actually really good. Esther, here, crazy woman, so unexpected, mad storyline, insane performances. It's brilliant. I love Orphan. I really enjoy it. It's a horror film that you will never forget. Seriously, it's intense, it's creepy, it's everything I love about horror films, and that's why it's in my collection. That might be a bit of a controversial one for some people. This one isn't. Inception. This is one of Christopher Nolan's best ever films. The storyline, the screenplay of this, Christopher Nolan's direction, the score from Hans Zimmer, all comes together so well. It's a masterpiece. One of the best films ever made. In my opinion, I will go that far as to say, I have one Disney cartoon in my whole collection, and that's because Disney Plus is out, and it's not like Netflix or you have HBO Max in America and Prime, Amazon Prime. They come and go movies, but Disney Plus, these movies aren't going to go from Disney Plus. So if you have Disney Plus, they're not going to leave you, so what's the point? Controversial, I know, for people who are fans of physical media. I will get them all eventually, but they're not high on my priority list right now. But this is the only one I own. Why? Because it's fucking amazing. I love this film, and I bought it for £1, so you can't complain. The Matrix, still need to get this in 4K. I need to get a lot of these in 4K. I will make this leap at some point. I do own a lot of 4Ks actually in this collection. I will get to them later. But this is The Matrix, a sci-fi action film. The action sequence in this, some of the best you'll see. So many iconic moments. It's tried to be copied so many times. It was such a hit. The Wachowskis smashed this film, and yeah, masterpiece in many people's eyes, but not in mine. I don't think it's that good enough for me to call it a masterpiece, but I can appreciate it's a very good film, and obviously I enjoy it because it's in my collection. The Jungle Book. This was one of the first Blu-rays I really got in 2017. It was. This came out 2016. One of those. But the motion capture work is fucking amazing. The CGI is ridiculous in this film, and this is the only live-action Disney film you will ever need to watch. Fuck Mulan, Lion King, all that crap that they're coming out with now. This is the one you should be watching, and this is the only one that's actually good. I think this is better than the original. It is brilliant. Jon Favreau, what a director that guy is. He keeps on improving franchises and just smashing stuff. He's a very talented man. It pisses me off that this is red. I don't know why it's red. It's Blu-ray. Why are you red? But it is. But this one, Chris Hemsworth, oh my god, he's brilliant. And is it David Brühl? Is that his name? No, it's Daniel Brühl. He's brilliant in this as well. Based on a true story, it's intense. The racing sequences are extremely exciting. It's just a very entertaining film. I enjoy it a lot. And this the battle between these two guys is so entertaining to see unfold. It's a very entertaining film, Rush. I enjoy it. Guys, this is the only Star Wars film I own because, again, of the Disney Plus thing. But I will eventually get them all in 4K because I'm such a huge fan of Star Wars. This is the Blu-ray, but when I start collecting, I'll be getting the 4Ks anyway, so this is quite pointless. But this is the only one really worth having in the prequel trilogy for me. It's The Revenge of the Sith. What a film. I think it's a relentless Star Wars film. Insane lightsaber battles. Script, again, pretty weak, but it's Star Wars. It's everything I love about Star Wars is this film. It's entertaining, it's brilliant. Another Christmas film, one of my favourite Christmas films, I would say, Grinch. A massive Jim Carrey fan. I think he's hilarious and there's so many funny moments. Again, people don't like this because is it the same as the book? People like to compare it to that. I can understand why they compare it to that. Dr. Seuss fans are very picky, I realise, like the Lorax and the Grinch. You know, no Dr. Seuss movie that's really made it has done that well, like in terms of reviews and people enjoying it or not. But guys, I don't care about the book, to be honest with you. This is a movie and this is a good one. I enjoy it and that's all that matters. You know, it don't matter if it's a bit different to the book. It doesn't have to be word for word of the book. It doesn't need to be like that. I have to do a right swivel now. I'm going to move these over. Okay, we have The Quiet Place, John Krasinski's directorial debut. And God, is he good! Emily Blunt and him obviously going to have good chemistry. They're a couple in real life. But yeah, this film's good. It's very, very suspenseful. It's a great idea. I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy this one. It's a very, very intense film. One of the best horror thrillers ever made. The Silence of the Lambs. Sarah Anthony Hopkins, you are amazing. Hannibal Lecter in this is so good. Jodie Foster is so good. Buffalo Bill's insane. I've done a whole video on this one, guys. It's a masterpiece. Simple as that. That's all I'm going to say. Bong Joon-ho. This is the movie that got me into Bong Joon-ho. Snowpiercer. A very, very good film. God, it's exciting. They're on a train and shit is going down. Chris Evans is great in this. And yeah, it's a great film, guys. Misery, Kathy Bates, you insane bastard. She's great in this film. James Caan gets put through the ringer in this. I think it's a great film. Rob Reiner really smashes this one. It's a very, very good film. It's suspenseful, very suspenseful because Kathy Bates is so good. Obviously, I own this trilogy because it's that good. How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. This is a very underrated trilogy. This should be in the conversation of one of some of the best trilogies ever, this is very, very good. And this is the best DreamWorks has to offer by far, in my opinion. This is that good. Very, very, very good. I love those animated films. Speaking of amazing films, we have the 6 movie collection of Mission Impossible. Massive fan of Mission Impossible franchise. I love them. They keep getting better and better and better and I'm here for it. My favourite is Fallout, but I also love Rogue Nation, Ghost Protocol. Love the first one. I like them all. They're very, very entertaining films. Massive fan of the Mission Impossible franchise. I can't wait for him to make more. I love Tom Cruise, massive fan of his, and I'm excited to see any movie he comes out in. Dunkirk, a war film, Christopher Nolan's war film, and there's little character development, but who the hell cares? It's a war scenario and you're thrown right into the thick of it. Why would there be character development? They're not just going to sit there in a room and start talking, are they? It just throws you right into the thick of it, this film, and I really enjoy it. It's a very, very well made film with some very memorable shots, some very memorable filmmaking. It's brilliant, and you know what? Harry Styles proved me wrong. He's very good in this. One of the best horror films ever made, and one of my favourite performances I've ever seen. Toni Collette, she's so good. I love Toni Collette in general. Every movie I've seen her in, I like. And God, is she good in this. Such a good performance from her. It is unbelievable, this film. You know, I'm a massive fan. Ari Aster smashed this one. Don't know what the fuck he did with Midsommar, because that was trash. But this one is worth watching, guys. It's a very, very good film. This is one, if you're from America, you have a clue what it is. If you're from England, you know what it is. This is, if you haven't seen it, you know. If you're from America, if you've not seen it, you want to see British comedy, it's very best. These two movies, particularly the first one, and the series, you gotta watch, because they're hilarious. They're stupid, funny, over the top, exactly everything I love about comedy in this, and everyone in England loves The In-Betweeners. And if you're from America or anywhere else, we've never even heard of it, give it a watch. Honestly, you might enjoy it. 10 out of 10 film, masterpiece, simple as that. There's literally nothing else that needs to be said. Clint Eastwood, Sergio Leone, Ennio Morricone. What else? What else do you want me to say? Black Swan has some very nice scenes in it that I could watch on repeat. Mila Kunis, Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman's fucking amazing in this. I think she's brilliant in this film. And overall, it's great. It's a great, like, what is it, like a psychological movie where she's kind of losing her mind. And Darren Aronofsky, he's just a good filmmaker, isn't he? Massive fan of his films. Liar Liar, my favourite of Jim Carrey. I think he's hilarious in this, and this is the best I've seen from the end credits. God, the end credits are funny. The bloopers in this, so funny, and I shouldn't really just be on about that. I should be on about the movie, really, but the movie's amazing too. He Can't Lie, which has some very funny moments. It leads to some insane moments that I enjoy so much. Forrest Gump, masterpiece of a film. Tom Hanks' best performance and direction. This film's just beautiful. It conveys a beautiful message about life and how you can achieve anything. It's an extreme example of it, but who cares? It just has a great, great message, you know. Robert Zemeckis, I'm sure he directed it. Yeah, he did. What? I'm saying what so much because I don't know what I'm about to say. What an amazing thing he did with this. Basically, his direction of this in particular is masterful for me. How it's made, it's a brilliant film. Speaking of brilliant films, Whiplash, masterpiece of a film for me. J.K. Simmons, what a performance from him. Miles Teller, great performance from him. And my God, is this good. The editing in this is brilliant. The screenplay is brilliant. The insults are just insane. The ending is just simply one of the best endings I've ever seen. Brings tears to my eyes when I watch it. It is that good. It's about a jazz drummer. Why I would have thought this would be one of my favourite films of all time, I do not know. Because it's about a jazz drummer. Do I care about jazz? No. Do I care about drumming? No. Do I care about this movie? Very, very much so. What a film. Damien Chazelle is the one to watch for me. What a director he's proving himself to be. I'm a massive fan of him already. This is a comedy. This is comedy gold, is this? John Candy. Wow. John Candy. Wow, is he good in this? What a film. If you haven't seen this, please do. Seriously. It is entertaining from start to finish. It is hilarious. So many funny moments. John Candy, man, you are good. This is actually my favourite John Hughes film. You know, the guy who just smashed the 80s, and this is my favourite from him. It's a brilliant film. It's hilarious. It's everything I love about comedy. It's stupid. It's hilarious. A Valentine's Day movie right here. Silver Linings Playbook. This film for me is just one of those films where it just gets better and better every time you watch it. Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence's chemistry, masterful. The direction, masterful. Everything's good. I love this film so much. I really do. I'll go as far as to call this movie a masterpiece. David O. Russell, as much of a prick he seems to be in real life, makes good films. Simple as that. Jennifer Lawrence is one of my favourite actresses working today. What a brilliant actress she's proven to be. Great, great film for me. Love Silver Linings Playbook. One of the best animated films of all time coming up. Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse. You know when I mention movies that just surprised people? This is probably the biggest example of it. No one was expecting this to be good. Sony and Spider-Man don't really get on. And they brought this out, and this is the best Spider-Man film ever made. It's that good. It is brilliant, is this. The Spider-Verse idea, everything, the characters introduced. It's a masterpiece. Taken, Liam Neeson at his very ruthless best. Badass of a guy. Revenge thrillers. When you say revenge thriller to me, this is the first movie that will pop into my head. It is relentlessly paced, action-packed, entertaining, satisfying. Brilliant film. So rewatchable as well. The Back to the Future trilogy. Okay, the first one is a masterpiece. The second one's good. The third one, I think they get a bit too silly. You know, the first one was a very good balance between like over the top and a bit silly and wacky. But the second and third kind of went a bit too far for me. But the first one is a masterpiece. What a film that is. And the trilogy as a whole works for me. I can get on board with it. It's not my favourite trilogy. The Raid 1 and 2, an Indonesian film that is so good, man. The action in this is, your eyes are glued to the screen. You can't take your eyes off these characters fighting. The martial arts, the unbelievably choreographed fight sequences. It is relentless. If you've not seen these two films, you've got to watch them. They're both very good. It's just brilliant, man. I love these. The action in particular is relentless. They don't care about the character development. They don't care about the characters. It's just all out of bedlam, is this. They're just finding an excuse to have unbelievable fight sequences. Honestly, they are definitely doing that. It's a great film though, guys. Us, what a film, Jordan Peele. People don't like it. I do. I think the ending, he wanted this huge twist, but there are a lot of plot holes in that twist. But the twist is still good nonetheless. But yeah, it is pretty. There's a lot of holes in it. But it's entertaining. It's funny. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Are we conscious we're not rolling, but we are. Skyfall. This is another James Bond film that's one of the best ever made. My second favourite. It's great, relentless. I actually need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in a long time. I remember really enjoying it. I've watched it a few times, but I need to watch it again. Definitely need to watch that one very soon. These ones I actually just rewatched recently. The Lord of the Rings trilogy. What do you need me to say? Peter Jackson smashed this. The direction, the epicness, the battles, the motion capture work, the score. Everything about these films are good. The performances, everything. The story, brilliant. Every one of them are good. My favourite, if I had to tell you, Return of the King is my favourite one. But they're all good. John Carpenter's Halloween. My favourite film from him. I think it is absolutely brilliant. Mike Myers is insane and I love it. So many unbelievable shots in this, and they had a very small budget, but with that small budget they made a classic of a film. Really set the slasher genre going. It's a classic. It's influential to cinema. It is a brilliant film. Very popular as well. Very cheap to make, but made a lot of money. The Indiana Jones films. I am a fan of these films, but not as big a fan as other people. Nevertheless, I really enjoy them. My favourite is Raiders of the Lost Ark, the original, but I do like them all. I even like Kingdom of Crystal Skull. I'll be honest with you, I enjoyed it. You know, the best are Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. Them two are the best. But Temple of Doom's good, and I also like the Kingdom of Crystal Skull. But I'll be honest with you, I enjoy them all. Schindler's List, an unbelievably directed. Oh, it's just a brilliant film, guys. Simple as that. And there's some shots in this so memorable. Performance is so memorable. Ralph Fiennes is insane in this. So bad. Such a bad guy. Steven Spielberg's masterpiece is this from a technical standpoint. I love how he used black and white to really capture the World War II. Guys, it's just a brilliant film, innit? Simple as that. It's a good film. I love the ending as well, where it just blows up with colour. His use of colour in this, limited, but he does it so well. It's just a brilliant film, man. It really teaches us how bad World War II really was for Jews and how fucking atrocious the Germans were. Obviously, I own the Terminator films. Obviously, I only own 1 and 2 because in my collection I only own ones that are good. These two, actually, for me, people will always say Judgment Day. Judgment Day is the best by far. This one, the original Terminator, very close. I think Judgment Day is better, you know, but it's like this, like just better. I love them both. They're both brilliant films for me. James Cameron smashed these. What great films. Goodfellas is like actually a little special pack with a little booklet in it. You know, I don't know why I got it, but I did. I think this is a very, very good film. I'm going to spend the whole next hour of this video trying to put this book back in this stupid box. Done it. This is great. Ray Liotta's great, Robert De Niro's great, and in particular Joe Pesci's great. Martin Scorsese's masterpiece in a lot of people's eyes. It's not my favourite from him, but it's a very, very good film. Nonetheless, very, very entertaining film. Planet of the Apes. What a trilogy this is. What a trilogy. Oh my god, I absolutely love this film. I don't know which one's my favourite, honestly. I think if I had to tell you my favourite, it would be Rise. Yeah, it would be Rise. Caesar in this, it's a fucking ape. He's an ape. Why do I care so much about this goddamn ape? This Caesar is such a good character. The character development of this guy is insane. You feel for him, you root for him. Fuck the humans, it's Caesar all the way. It's so good. The motion capture work is brilliant. It's entertaining. Guys, it's just brilliant. They're all brilliant. I like them all. I can understand why people get frustrated with war, because it shouldn't have been called war. But it did, and that's the only problem with it. That's the only problem with the trilogy for me. The fact that they called the last one War for the Planet of the Apes, because it's just not right. It shouldn't have been called that. Oh, family classics right here. Paddington 1 and 2. This is quintessential British family entertainment for you guys. If you haven't seen them, please do. Please, honestly, I implore you to watch these films. So good. Paddington's so adorable, great characters, great actors in this film as well, really blew it out of the park, you know, great performances. And the second one's probably my favourite. It's actually got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is very rare. But yeah guys, it's both of them must watch, seriously, great family films. The Machinist, I'm a massive fan of Christian Bale, and in this he's just ridiculously good. And it's not just the incredible weight loss he went through. His performance is so real and unbelievable. The twist at the end, didn't see it coming at all. It's just very entertaining, guys. Massive fan of The Machinist, massive fan of Christian Bale. Obviously I own these, all three, very good. If I had to give him my favourite, it would be Shaun of the Dead. But I like them all. They're all very funny, entertaining. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and then you combine that with Edgar Wright, you're in for a treat. Great editing, great direction, great performance. It's hilarious. Just brilliant, man. Simple as that. Alright, we're moving back. I'm gonna have to move. Sorry, you're gonna have to see my ass for a sec. Right. Oh, Jesus, there's still so many. Alright, we're back. American Beauty, Sam Mendes film. What a front cover that is, by the way. I love this film, seriously. The screenplay for this is insane. It deserved its Oscars. Kevin Spacey, like I always say what you want about him in person. Can't deny it. He's a masterful actor, great actor. And in the 90s he was just on fire, and this one was one of his best performances as Lester in that film. This is just insane. Javier Bardem is insane in this. Josh Brolin's great in this. Everyone is great in this. This film is brilliant. The Coen brothers smashed it so much. Tommy Lee Jones is great in this as well. Can't forget him. This is just a very, very good film. Simple as that. It took risks. It takes many risks, and they all pay off for me. The ending is great. The sequences, the suspensefulness. Javier Bardem carries it though. He's that good. It's just one of the best performances I've actually ever seen. I think he's that good. Guys, it's just great. It's a great, great film. I'm a massive fan of No Country for Old Men. It's one of my favourite films of all time. Unbreakable, M. Night Shyamalan. My second favourite film from him. The Sixth Sense isn't in this list, in this collection, but it will be eventually. There are a lot I still need to get. But Unbreakable's great, simple as that. It's great superhero film, and it's a great superhero film. Samuel L. Jackson, great, underrated performance from him. Massive fan of that film. Really like it. Great twist at the end as well. Never saw that coming. Wes Anderson, my only Wes Anderson film so far, which is pretty bad because I'm a massive fan of his, and I've got a lot of his movies on my list of movies to get, but this is the only one I've managed to get so far. It's one of my favourite ones from him. It's a live action one from him, and it's very, very good. The all-star cast, and this really is an all-star cast. The colour palette's gorgeous, the cinematography is gorgeous, the direction's gorgeous. It is unbelievable. So original, so different to what you usually see, and that's typical of Wes Anderson, man. His filmmaking is brilliant. So distinctive, you know exactly who it is, who's directed it. It's kind of like Quentin Tarantino, you know it's Quentin Tarantino just by watching his film, and Wes Anderson the exact same. Jumanjis, both of them, I have great fun with these. Are they technically good? Is the acting amazing? No. Is the direction flawless? No. I have great fun with them. They're hilariously funny, great family friendly, entertaining films. I enjoy them. Let's move these so I don't get them mixed up. The Shrek collection, like I said, there are a lot of films I love in my collection, and there's some I dislike. 3 and 4 of this collection I don't like, I'll be honest with you, but they're part of the collection. I had to get the collection. I just had to. I mean, why not? But the first one and the second one are brilliant films. DreamWorks Shrek really did help DreamWorks. It actually carried them from the brink of collapse, the first Shrek film, and it's all just blown up since then. I love the Shrek films. Very good, unbelievable soundtracks, unbelievable storylines. Just great fun, great fun. There's 3 and 4 not my favourite, but 1 and 2 are absolutely brilliant films. Alright, we're starting to hit 4K territory. So yeah, my first 4K in this video, A Few Good Men, unbelievable court drama. Tom Cruise's best ever performance for me. Jack Nicholson is insane in this as well. Unbelievable screenplay, great dialogue, keeps you hooked in from start to finish. Rob Reiner again smashes this one. He's a very, very good director, he is. Hacksaw Ridge, actually. I was going to say Shawshank Redemption for some reason. But Mel Gibson, man, is he a good director? Why is he not directing more films? He's insane. The action in this is just bloody, gory, unforgiving, intense. It's great. Andrew Garfield is great. This is based on a true story. How? How is this based on a true story? It's an insane true story, is this one. It's just insane. I always forget his name. I have to tell you his name because it's that incredible what he did. Desmond Doss. Jesus Christ. How did he do what he did? Incredible. What a film. What an incredible true story. I absolutely love this film. I actually heard Mel Gibson said it's actually been underplayed what he did because he didn't want it to be all about him. Desmond Doss. Insane stuff. Honestly, I can't believe this is a true story. It's an incredible film. It's one of my favourite war films of all time. Scarface, one of my favourite Al Pacino performances. It's just a classic, innit? Memorable lines, memorable moments. It's simply brilliant. No other word for it. I love Scarface. A very refreshingly brilliant World War film. World War One this one focuses on, and for me it's the best World War film ever made. Sam Mendes again smashes this one. The whole cinematography of this, Roger Deakins, Jesus Christ, it is flawless. The shots are immense. The whole one take idea is clever, it's brilliant, and guys, if you haven't seen it, of course you've got to watch it. It's one of the best war films made in recent memory for me. Classic. It is It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart gets put through the ringer in this one. Jesus Christ, his performance in this is some of the best acting you'll ever see, ever. This is one of the best performances I've ever seen in film. The storyline is great. It's a Christmas classic. It's family fun. It's friendly. It's everything I love about cinema, this one. 1946 it came out, and I can't believe that. But it's brilliant. Speaking of brilliant, another Coen Brothers film, another great screenplay, more great performances. John Goodman as a supporting actor. I know Jeff Bridges is good, but John Goodman in this. You are hilarious, man. So funny, and this film is good. Simple as that. Stupid, again, like I said, stupid and pointless at times, but that's why it's so good. It's funny, man. It's just great. The script of it is so funny. Jaws. Simply one of the best films ever made for me. Steven Spielberg smashes it. It's one of his best films. It's great. I love how they didn't show Jaws. You know, the promotion for it. Look at that poster. Like, seriously. That's not even the poster. That's not even the poster for it. I have the poster somewhere. I actually have 2 copies of it for some reason, but it's actually a very weird slip. But the actual poster there, what a poster that is. The promotion of this is insane. And Jaws, I mean, the first real summer blockbuster to come out, and Jaws is just a brilliant film, innit? We all love Jaws. There's nothing else to really be said about it apart from it's amazing. The Shining, one of my favourite. This actually, you know, it is my favourite horror film ever made. Jack Nicholson, what a performance this is. Stanley Kubrick's direction is unbelievable in this as well. It also contains one of the best child performances ever. Unbelievably memorable sequences. Jeez, it is a masterpiece of film. It will forever cement its place in the legacy of film. What a movie. Speaking of absolute timeless classics, we have Wizard of Oz. Judy Garland, Jesus Christ, is she good? You know, I loved Judy Garland, and this performance is just brilliant from her. Everything's good about this. It's like a play put into a movie, really, because back then they didn't have the facilities what we do now, and the technical assistant. I'll never forget the scene. We watched it for the first time where she's in the black and white in a house, and she opens the door, and boom, you know, Oz just explodes with life. It's just a great film, and it looks very good in 4K. It's been remastered very nicely. We have Jurassic Park films right now. Jurassic World. You know what? I loved this film. I thought it was very entertaining. Is it technically brilliant? You know, does it have holes? Yeah, who cares? It's entertaining. That's all that matters, man. But speaking of entertaining but masterful, we also have, we have the trilogy box set, because that's the only thing you can get in England. So that is why I own this one. And this is one I can say is in my collection, and I don't like it. Not many times I'll be able to say that. Actually, that's probably the only time I'll be able to say that, apart from the Shrek one as well. But that's because the box sets. These two, I have a good time with. I love the front covers of these, just dead black with the logos. I love it. I think it's great. I love this box set, and I had to get it. Even though I hate the third one, I had to get it. But massive fan of the Jurassic World universe. The only one I don't own is The Lost Kingdom, because that is trash. We do not like that movie on this channel. The only two Alien films worth watching: Aliens and Alien. Aliens is my favourite. I hope it comes out in 4K soon. James Cameron, he's just so good at sequels, as we very clearly know. Very good films, man. I love Alien, you know, sci-fi, suspenseful, entertaining. Not really much else can be said other than that. Just brilliant films. Warrior, another great film, man. If you're an MMA fan, you'll like this film. The action is relentless. I prefer this to any fighting-based movie like the Rockies or Creed. You know, I think this is better. Tom Hardy smashes this, and was it Joel Edgerton as well? He smashes this as well. Brilliant performances, brilliant action. You know, great character development in the first half of the film, and then the second half it just goes off. This unbelievable fight competition, great, emotionally powerful, you know, it's just brilliant, man. It's fucking brilliant. The follow-up to The Shining, many years later, Doctor Sleep. I have unbelievably great fun watching this. I love it. Ewan McGregor's a great in this film, and it has a bit of fan service, but of course it needed some fan service. You know, The Shining's just unbelievably. It's got an unbelievable following, unbelievable. Everyone loves The Shining. They had to bring a bit of fan service. I know people don't like that, but it needed some of it for me. Rebecca Ferguson, massive fan of her. She's great. And this film for me is just very good. I really, really enjoy it. Actually, you know, I think it's just like that between The Shining and this. That's how much I enjoy this, because it takes a lot for me to say something like that. Alright, we have this weird collection of films here that I don't think you can get over in the US. Tend to get it over here in the UK. So I'll just go through them. They've got weird slips. Quite entertaining slips. It's like iconic moments. If you can see that, okay. You see? It has the year it came out, iconic moments. And this one is One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest. On one of my previous videos, I hadn't seen it when I'm at IMDb rating video. I have now seen it, and can give you my rating. 9 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. I just went for the leap. Got it on Blu-ray. I couldn't be arsed with the waiting game. I had to do it. Psycho. I like the front cover of this. And every time it has the front cover, it has an iconic line from the film. You know, we all go a bit crazy sometimes. That's the one. Norman Bates, you insane bastard. Psycho, that's the original one. The shower scene, iconic. This film's iconic. It's an unbelievably suspenseful, entertaining film that you could watch over and over again. Seriously, it's great. The use of black and white is brilliant. Obviously, suspense is going to be good. It's Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece, is that for me. It's very entertaining. Really enjoy it. This is just fucking brilliant, innit? Here's to looking at you, kid. Obviously, they're going to use that line. With a whiskey, and then underneath the slip we have the real front covers. But this is great. Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman, unbelievable chemistry, man, so good. And the ending, Jesus Christ, is it good. It's a great story about love and connections, and I really enjoy Casablanca. It's fun. God, David Fincher, my favourite film from him. What fucking good film. And if there was gonna be a quote, it had to be that, didn't it? I mean, if they didn't, that'd have been stupid. It's just a great film. You know, Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, man. That's a lot of people probably have said that about him. But Brad Pitt, great performance from him, and Morgan Freeman, great as well. It's just a great film. John Doe is insane in this. Kevin Spacey smashes it as well. Morgan Freeman's best ever performance here. The narration from him is just simply the best narration put to film for me. This is just a classic of a film. It's a masterpiece. It's a 10 out of 10 film, and no one can really disagree. Seriously, how can you disagree with that? It's got everything about it's great. The pacing, the direction, the performances, the ending. Jesus, the ending. It's satisfying, it's brilliant. It's just a masterpiece. Simple as that. John Hughes film from the 80s, my second favourite from him, behind Trains, Planes and Automobiles, it is The Breakfast Club. Eat my shorts. What a film. John Bender's insane. I love John Bender in this. It's a classic. It's a high school classic. One you can't help but love. It's emotional as well. It has emotional moments. And it really captures the essence of childhood very well, in my opinion. To say it's like, how old is it now? It came out in like 1985. Yeah, 1985. That's unbelievably long ago. But still, I know people who were born in 1985 that might watch this. Sorry for calling you very old just then. But yeah, it's a very good film. It's a good film. And to say it's from 1985, they still capture their teenage years quite well, in my opinion. The Prestige, another masterpiece from Christopher Nolan, smashes it, it's brilliant. And this is another one where I thought it's about magicians. Like, do I care? Do I want to really watch it? Probably not really, but I saw the reviews and watched it, and my mind was blown. What a film this was. Hugh Jackman again, unbelievable. And I also absolutely love Christian Bale. I'm a massive fan of his, one of my favourite actors of all time. It's just a good film. Great twists and turns, relentless, entertaining, brilliant. King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong, my favourite King Kong. Adrian Brody's great. Naomi Watts is great. Jack Black is great as well. Very taking on a bit more of a serious role than he's used to. I think it's very good. The motion capture works brilliant. Obvious it was going to be, you know, Peter Jackson's follow up to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So obviously it wasn't going to be as good as the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but it's good. It's enjoyable. I enjoy King Kong. Can't believe it came out in 2005. It blew me away when I heard that. One of my favourite films of all time. My favourite Martin Scorsese film, The Wolf of Wall Street. Was all this legal? Absolutely fucking not. It's a brilliant film, and I love the slip for this one. Beautiful slip. I love it. It's a masterpiece. Based on a true story, and it's a true story. Another one, like Hacksaw Ridge, I just can't believe was real. It's incredible. Jordan Belfort's story is just so interesting and original. You're never going to get a film like this again. And the narration, the direction, the performances. Leonardo DiCaprio's best ever performance, in my opinion. It has it all. It really, really has it all. It's a great story. It's a great film. 3 hours flies by. I love it. People don't like it, but I do. It's Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, people really don't like this film for some reason, but I think it's a fucking brilliant film. Rami Malek is the reincarnation of Freddie Mercury. Jesus Christ, is he good. That live performance that's on the back there, the Live Aid performance, the reenactment of that is just brilliant. Is it as accurate as it may seem? No, it's not accurate. You know, it has its moments, it fictionalises things. I don't care. All it is doing, this film, is celebrating the life of an incredible frontman. Freddie Mercury is one of the most talented men, in my opinion, to ever live. He was a revelation, unbelievable. He'll never be forgotten. And this movie is just a celebration of that. You know, I love it. Predator, I said it in my last video, but what a slip that is, man. With Predator in his full glory at the front. Arnold Schwarzenegger classic is this. It's relentless, action-packed, all testosterone, action, guns spraying for no reason. 80s popcorn brilliance is what that is. Speaking of brilliance, Parasite. This actually has the colour edition and the black and white edition. I've not seen the black and white edition, but I've seen the colour multiple times. What a film. This is Bong Joon-ho, you genius. The guy is just brilliant. He's only getting better as well, which is frightening. He's only going to bring out better movies, in my opinion, too. I genuinely feel like this won't be his masterpiece. don't think it will be. I think he'll make a movie that's better. Like, I've got that much faith in how good this guy is at filmmaking. He takes risks. He's original. The screenplay of this is brilliant. The direction is brilliant. The twist is brilliant. Everything is brilliant. This is an absolute masterpiece of a film. Deserved all its Oscars. Absolutely no doubt about that at all. Lone Survivor, a war film. I love Mark Wahlberg is great in this. It's action-packed. When you talk about relentless, this is a relentless war film. Jesus Christ, non-stop, based on a true story, insane film, man. I love Lone Survivor. Then we have the Bourne films, the only 3 Bourne films worth having. You know, we have Bourne Identity, the first one. The Bourne Supremacy, the second one, my favourite. Quite a controversial opinion, but it is. And the Bourne Ultimatum. These films are good, action-packed, entertaining, fun. Matt Damon, love it. Great films. Great films. One of my favourite superhero films, comic book films ever made. Hugh Jackman's end to a great reign as Wolverine. I just love it, guys. I've already mentioned this movie lots of times on my channel. This film's a masterpiece. Simple as that. I absolutely adore it. James Mangold, you genius. You're such a good director. I'm going to move this one more central. Yeah. I just moved to the side after I changed the camera. Fury, another war film. I love. Shia LaBeouf is great in this. Brad Pitt is great in this. Everyone is great in this. It's action-packed, it's relentless. Fantastic last half an hour. It's so relentless and entertaining. Massive fan of it. I really am. And it says at the front, the best war film since Saving Private Ryan. It very well could be. Could have been, genuinely. It's that good. Someone just buzzed. Let me just have a phone break for a second. Alright. Nothing interesting. The Usual Suspects. Jesus, it's good. Iconic front cover, that. Kevin Spacey's great. The twist in this is one of the best twists in cinema, in my opinion. The twist is intense. It is brilliant. The film is brilliant. It's funny. It's exciting. It's great. I need a drink. Throat is starting to get sore from talking so much. Didn't realise now we're quite far in. Quite a lot. I scare myself how many movies I have now. Baby Driver, great film, entertaining. Edgar Wright, brilliant director. Editing, obviously flawless, as always. Kevin Spacey's great. And a lot of the cast now have been cancelled, to be honest with you. Like Ansel Elgort, Kevin Spacey, you know. People don't like those guys anymore, but that aside, great film. Entertaining film. I enjoy it. That's what matters. Die Hard, absolute action classic. It's great because a hero has his flaws and he has moments and it feels realistic. It's not too far-fetched of a film. Alan Rickman, my God, is he good in this? Best performance from him, in my opinion. It's just a great film. It's a flawless film. It's an action fucking beauty of a film. 1980s classic of a film. Absolutely love it. Simple as that. Not a fan of the cover. Don't know why they went with black and white, but there you go. They did for some reason. Life is beautiful. This is a beautiful film. The Italian subtitles do get a bit hard to read at times to keep up, I have to be honest. But this is great. Roberto Benigni. Gonna have to get his name right. Roberto Benigni. Roberto Benigni. He actually directed this as well as starred in it. He's brilliant. The relationship between father and son is masterful. The ending is beautiful. It's an emotional film. It's great. You know, the hardest of times these guys are going through, and the father was just trying to help his son get through it by pretending it's not even half, well, a tenth as bad as what it actually is. It's just a great film. Great story. Original. It's exciting. I really, really enjoy it. Life is Beautiful. It's one of my favourite foreign films of all time. One of my favourite war films of all time here. The Pianist. Adrian Brody smashes this. Roman Polanski's direction is masterful. Based on a true story again. It's a masterpiece for me, this one. Very emotional film. An incredibly real and harsh, brutal reality of what Jews went through during World War II. It is a masterpiece of a film for me. I think it's great. So many emotional scenes that will stay with me for the rest of my life. So emotional, such a hard-hitting film, so eye-opening, it's just incredible. The Truman Show, Jim Carrey, God is he good in this, and it's a beautiful film, it's original. My clock is going to be going off for the next 12 hours, so I'm going to have to stop for a second. Oh, it stopped, thank God. The Truman Show, great film, simple as that, it's a great film. I love it, it's original, it's different. You'll never get a movie like this ever again, it's just cool. The colour palette's great, the storyline is great, most satisfying ending of all time. Just brilliant. It's a brilliant film. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Paul Newman and Robert Redford. Their chemistry is unrivaled. They're so funny in this. They belong together on screen. They're just brilliant. And based on true story, this, which is insane, but iconic ending. It's just a great film, guys. It's great. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's entertaining. It's just a great, great film. The Peanut Butter Falcon, I love this film. Shia LaBeouf returned right back to form. It's really revitalised his career. He is brilliant in this, man. I loved it. Dakota Johnson is actually good in this as well. You know, and then introducing here Zach Gottsagen, who is this guy here, who has Down syndrome. And Jesus Christ, is he good in this. My God, is he good in this. My respect for this guy is so high. He smashes it, man. The performances are great. Everything is great, guys. If you haven't seen it, please do. It's not the most popular of films. People don't really know about it as much as all these other movies, really. But it's one you have to watch if you haven't seen it. It's as simple as that. Kingsman: The Secret Service. Don't own the second one because I didn't like it. But this one I really, really enjoyed. So entertaining. The action in this is insane. The church scene in this is just incredible. It's just good. Colin Farrell, what an actor, and he smashes it. Colin Farrell, Jesus Christ, Colin Farrell, really? I'm getting them mixed up. I'm bad with names, guys, I'm sorry. Colin Firth, alright, Colin Firth, Samuel Jackson, Michael Caine, and our main guy, his name's not even on the front cover. The main character is not even on the front cover. His name. I don't know his name, guys. I'm sorry. His name's not even on the cover, even on back. His name's not even there. Fair enough. It's a great film. I love it. Action, brilliance. Great. Original, brilliant. One of my favourite anime film of all time. Not a massive anime fan, but this one I think is just so well done. The relationship in this, the storyline, the animation is, hand-drawn animation is just a masterful feast for the eyes, man. It's beautiful. And they live life in each other's body. And it's just so incredible. The storyline's just ridiculous, really, but it works. I love Your Name. If you haven't seen it, please do. Honestly, it's brilliant. A masterpiece. 12 Angry Men, all 12 guys in a room. The performances carry this film, the dialogue carries this film. Henry Fonda, a personal highlight for me in this. This film is just a masterpiece. It is simple as that. One of the best black and white films ever made, in my opinion. It's simply brilliant, guys. No other word for it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's a masterpiece of a film. Wind River, very underrated film. It flies under the radar, this one. If you haven't watched it, please do. Has some uncomfortable scenes in this. A very uncomfortable scene that I hate watching, but it really helped me enjoy the ending more. The revenge factor of this is insane. Jeremy Renner's great in this. We've got a bit of MCU in this, you know, the two main characters from the MCU. And it's great, guys. Honestly, it's a brilliant, brilliant film. I really, really enjoy it. Jeremy Renner's performance is very underrated as well. He really smashes this one. Massive fan of Wind River, seriously. If you haven't seen it, please do. It's one that flied under everyone's radar for some reason, but it's great. American History X, this is just brilliant. Edward Norton in this, you beauty. What a performance from him. The use of colour, from switching from colour to black and white, it's just brilliant. The screenplay of this is intense. The dinner scene in this is unbelievable in particular. Edward Furlong's also good in this. Great film, and I was not expecting the ending as well. It was an insane twist. Training Day, a great performance from Denzel Washington, what a performance from him. Ethan Hawke is good in this too. Great monologue from Denzel Washington as well. Great monologue, and it's a great movie. It's as simple as that. It's a great film about corruption, and it's entertaining. It's as simple as that. It's an entertaining film. Perks of Being a Wallflower, an unbelievable high school film. This is brilliant, man. So good. Before he was The Flash, Ezra Miller was in this as a homosexual, and he is fucking brilliant. What a performance this is from him. It's a masterful performance from him. Emma Watson's good, and our main character, what is his name? Logan Lerman? Is that his name? Yeah, Logan Lerman. He's very good at playing a guy who's very innocent, innocent and cute. Like he was in Fury, really, an innocent guy. He didn't want the war or want to be a part of that aspect. And in this, he's very soft and gentle. He won't hurt a fly. He just has everyone's best interests at heart. It's a great film, guys. It's emotional. It's based on a book. It's a great film. Book adaptation done well. I love to see that. Alright, we have a Quentin Tarantino section here. Do I own 7 of his movies? Because 2, Jackie Brown and Death Proof, not worthy of being in my collection. Like them, but not worthy of being in my collection. We're going to go in order. Reservoir Dogs, masterpiece. Pulp Fiction, his masterpiece. Unbelievable how they flipped the storyline in that, and 3 different stories all happening at once. It's insane. I love it. Kill Bill 1 and 2. Kill Bill 1's my favourite. Kill Bill 2 was good, but not my favourite. Really enjoy these films though. Big fan of these films. Uma Thurman's one of my favourite characters. The wife, what a badass she is. Django Unchained, unbelievable Tarantino film. I've talked about these in my Quentin Tarantino ranking. I'll put that in the link down below if you want to watch that. So I'm not going to delve into these as much as I have other films. Inglourious Basterds, unbelievable war film. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, unbelievable film in general, very good. And The Hateful Eight, also brilliant. They're all brilliant. It's Quentin Tarantino, of course. They're all brilliant. Green Book, unbelievable film. I love this. Viggo Mortensen, brilliant. He's such a good actor. Mahershala Ali, unbelievable. That guy's really smashing it at the moment. He's one of the best actors working today, in my opinion. He's absolutely smashing it. And this film's great, based on a true story. The relationship between these two is special. It's great. And it's a great film. It really is. It deserved its Oscar, in my opinion. A lot of people disagree with that, but I think it's brilliant. Hangover, actually one of them from my previous little selection of films. There's a tiger in the bathroom, that obviously had to be the quote. It's a classic comedy, one of the best comedies ever made, in my opinion. Todd Phillips directed this one, the same guy who's now directing more serious films like The Joker. But he's great. It's a great film. Hangover, love it. No else really can be said apart from it. It's hilariously good. Get Out, what a film. This is Jordan Peele's masterpiece. Us didn't quite get just isn't as good as this, basically. This is a brilliant film. Great, original, different horror. We've never seen a movie like this, and it blew everyone out of the water. No one thought a comedian like Jordan Peele could make such a good film, but he did. He shocked the world. Anyone can make a film. Anyone can make a film. And he did, and he smashed it. Le Mans 66, Matt Damon and Christian Bale. I was so happy these two came together because they're so good. I'm a massive fan of both of these guys, and the racing sequence is based on a true story, a very insane one, by the way. It's just a very good film overall. I really like Le Mans 66. It's entertaining, it's thrilling, it's exciting, based on a true story. The relationships are great, the character development's great. Everything is great about this film. I love it. Joker, I think this is a modern day masterpiece that people will very soon realise in the future how good this was. People compare it to Taxi Driver. I don't care if it's like Taxi Driver. I don't care, because Taxi Driver is a masterpiece anyway, so why not take inspiration from it? This is just brilliant. I think this is better than Taxi Driver anyway, so yeah, there you go. Joaquin Phoenix, masterful in this. It's just a great film, man. So many memorable moments, shocking, real, ridiculously good. The score was very real. Todd Phillips directed this was brilliant. I think Joker is a masterpiece. Don't care what what anyone says. any critics, anyone, they can all... Jesus Christ! They can all fuck themselves, basically. I think it's a masterpiece, and that's all that matters. You know, if I like it, I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to rewatch it, and I'm going to love it. The Dark Knight trilogy, obviously I have to want the Dark Knight trilogy, seriously. Why would I not? Batman Begins, unbelievable. The Dark Knight, one of the best films ever made. Dark Knight Rises, also amazing. All three brilliant. All three unbelievable scores, unbelievable direction, unbelievable performances. The cast is ridiculous. Everything is ridiculous. Masterful trilogy. One of the best trilogies ever made. Then we have Spirited Away, another anime film that is a masterpiece. What a film. Spirited Away, Studio Ghibli's very best film for me. Miharu Miyazaki. Wow. Did not get that right. Hayao Miyazaki. I should know that. I really should know that because he is a great filmmaker. He's an anime legend, but this is a good film. Like I say, guys, I'm not a massive anime fan. But this one, I enjoy. Is it my favourite film? No. Is it as good as Your Name? Previously said before. My opinion, no. A lot of people would say this is better. This is like the top of the food chain in terms of anime. This is like sets the bar for anime. And it's a must-watch. If you're a film fan, you'll have seen Spirited Away, I'm sure. Harry Potter box set. The most expensive in my collection, but the most worthy of being in my collection because I love Harry Potter. Obviously I love them all. I just get them all out just because I want to show off the artwork on these because I think the artwork's very pretty. Alright, the Philosopher's Stone with a sorting hat, nice. And then they've got the double-sided, you see. The Chamber of Secrets, we have the snake door that Harry talks to for it to open. And then we have the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is also cool. The Goblet of Fire, pretty self-explanatory cover there. Then we have the Order of the Phoenix, the mystical ball that everyone wanted. Then we have the Half-Blood Prince with, like, what is this? Potions? Yeah, potions. Half-Blood Prince potions, I'd assume. I think. Don't quote me on that. Then we have the Deathly Hallows Part 1 with the Horcrux that really put our three main characters through the ringer. It really tested them. Guys, I also have a ranking of these films on my channel, so I'll put that in the description below if you are new. And then we have my favourite cover, my favourite film. I've just spoiled my favourite, but I mean, what else would have been my favourite? Seriously. This film's a masterpiece, one of my favourite films of all time, and the Deathly Hallows logo with the Elder One through the middle. You just can't top that, can you? You just can't top it, seriously. And guys, that is it. That's the collection. I'm now gonna have to put all these back, which is a ball ache, but I hope it was worth it. You guys, I'm happy you guys got to see my collection. I'm literally, this is growing day by day. I buy them all the time, seriously. The only ones I like. So I've still got a list of films I really like that I haven't got on this list, you know, like quite a lot actually. So this collection will have gained a lot by next year. But this is the 2021, alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed this collection video. You know what, if you've managed to stay this long, you are a legend, and you can put in the comments below, I am a legend. Yeah, put something like that in so I know you've watched the whole video, because I'd love to know who's actually watched the full video of this. But guys, this has been it. I'll stop rambling because it's been long enough I have been talking for. Anyway, this has been the Movie Matthew channel. Like, subscribe, we post every single Sunday without fail. Yeah, that's it guys. If you love movies, you'll love this channel. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. It is the Movie Matthew channel, and I will see you next week on my next video.